So, from what you told me yesterday, you said Joshua is looking good. He's sparring well. He's been sparring guys that are more or less similar to Andy Ruiz. Rumors coming out still that he's getting hurt in sparring. Can you address that?
Where'd that one come from?
I heard from two people.
That's the first time I've heard that rumor this time around.
That he's still having trouble, that mentally he's still not there, that he's still having trouble.
No, I haven't heard that rumor. I saw him spar 12 rounds last week. He's sparring with guys that are super, super fast. Like he's sparring Andrew Tabiti, who is a cruiserweight, who is much faster than Andy Ruiz, and it's difficult for him. Like, you know, that style's never going to be easy for a 6'6" tall heavyweight who's very, you know, upright and technical. So that's why we brought them in. The spars that I've seen, and the latest one was last Thursday, comfortable. You know, it's not like, with all due respect to the guys he's sparring, with the head guards on, and with it, I don't think Tabiti's not going to be hurting Anthony Joshua, in my opinion.
Too small.
Yes, but a perfect sparring because
he's a sparring partner.
We want him to be having wars in sparring.
It's not the job of a sparring partner.
What we want him to be doing is learning and coming to terms with the style and trying to overcome that in Saudi, because that's the biggest challenge, is understanding the style of Ruiz, adapting and beating him. And no, I mean, look, I don't watch every spar, but you know, I've seen him sparring well, good days, bad days, but very comfortable in his sparring and quite excited about developing as a fighter. That's the thing with AJ, right? He really wants to improve, and he's enjoying improving, learning, because he's, for the first time in a long time, just got one guy he's got to focus on, which is Andy Ruiz. Before it was like, I remember we went to an ESPN interview last time for the last fight. He sat down, and it was First Take, right? They sat down, they went, so when are you going to fight Wilder? This is on Ruiz Fight Week. He says, well, you know, obviously I got my fight set. Yeah, but come on, we know that's done. So when are we going to... They didn't ask one question about the Ruiz fight, do you know what I mean? And for years that's been the case. Ever since the Klitschko fight, people talking about Wilder, undisputed, exactly. So now, we're not even interested in Wilder, Fury, nothing. The only thing that matters is Ruiz. So, yeah, it's a laser-like focus, which he's good at. You know, if you give him a job to do, if you give him a plan to execute, he can do it. It's when he's not quite sure, and you know, and that's what happened last time. Was I think he expected to breeze through this guy, and all of a sudden it unfolded, and it, you know, he wasn't experienced enough to deal with that. Well, more importantly, he got hurt and he couldn't recover. So this time, he knows exactly what he's got to do to beat Ruiz. Executing it is the tough part, because Ruiz is a good fighter and he's going to be full of confidence.
How do you think it plays out now, seeing how you're seeing him handle the speed?
I don't think that the sparring's going to tell you. It's all down to the night. I know he can do it. I know he's good enough to beat Andy Ruiz. He should be beating Andy Ruiz 7-8 times out of 10, right? But we've already lost one life, so can he win the next one? I don't think, you know, I didn't watch the sparring and go, oh no, how's he going to handle the speed? Or, oh, he's handling the speed really well. Sparring, and he did 12 rounds with 4 different guys, and, you know, you're going to get hit, he hurt people. But I think in this fight, it's quite interesting. People are just saying, oh, he's got to box at range and get behind the jab, and I think he's got to do more than that. I think he's got to hurt Andy Ruiz. You can't just box Andy Ruiz for 12 rounds and, you know, he shouldn't be moving around the ring, letting Andy walk.
Stop him from coming forward to you. You got to make him double think.
What he should have done was, in the third round of the last fight, he should have taken his time. He should have stung him again. He should have just jabbed him to the stomach, ended the round. Do you think Ruiz would have come out in the 4th round, like as gun-ho? He made a decision at that time to trade, and you can't say he got lucky, because he was trying to hit Joshua, and he did. But the simple thing is if you would have broken him down, broken his heart, you know, made him more cautious about jumping in and throwing these big hooks, I believe he would have beaten him quite comfortable. But he got carried away and paid the price. Now, the momentum and the pendulums change a little bit, where the confidence is probably with Andy Ruiz. He's going to go, well, I hurt him last time. All I've got to do is just get on the inside, trade up. But trading up against AJ is not come with danger. He got decked in the first fight because he traded up, Ruiz. But unfortunately, Joshua got hurt because he traded up. So it's very dangerous for both guys, this fight.
I think the key to all of this is if Joshua believes in himself, his confidence. Because if he doesn't, if he has questions about himself,
and that's hard to do coming off the last fight. That's why, really, in an ideal world, you would take an interim fight. The contract don't work like that, and he doesn't work like that. He wanted this fight, we take it, but we know it comes with risks. But you have to believe in yourself to execute a game plan. But he's a very smart guy and a smart thinker, and it is what it is. He's got to win. You know, it's all about the sparring, the work, the runs, everything. What really matters is December 7th. All he's got to do is put it together on that night and he wins. If he doesn't, he don't win. But he's got the ability and he should be winning this fight. It's whether he can put it together in Saudi.